UFC had a fantastic year, where MMA fans witnessed great fights including spectacular finishes. As usual, fans prefer a bloody, cold knockout, but other parts of society prefer to see smooth, high IQ submission moves and make rivals give up or send them to sleep. Let's talk about the top 5 submission moves of 2022 that we witnessed in the UFC. Schnell vs. Mudaerji. One of the best submissions of the year for a reason. Mudaerji dominated the fight and almost finished the fight several times. Mudaerji was landing big shots and was stunning Matt, but Schnell refused to give up and kept going forward. After several bloody exchanges, Schnell dropped the Chinese fighter and started his ground and pound from the top mount position. Mudaerji used his last powers to reverse and survive. Still, as soon as he swept Matt, he ended up in Schnell's triangle. It took several seconds for Matt to lock the triangle properly and send the Chinese fighter to sleep. What a fight! What a submission! What an emotion! This is the submission to see. Alexey Oleynik vs. Vanderaa. Alexey's the absolute legend of this sport, with 60 victories on his professional MMA record, including 47 submission victories. 45-year-old fighter shared the octagon with Vanderaa at the beginning of 2022 and earned another spectacular submission victory. Rearist submission. You might witness MMA called scarf hold. Alexey started to pull guard as usual, but Jared was prepared for that move. He protected himself perfectly and was even attacked with outstanding ground and pound and opened the cut on Alexey's eye. However, Vanderaa got too confident on the ground and tried submissions against one of the most dangerous submission artists. Jared lost the position, could not finish the work from back and triangle positions, and finally ended up stuck in Alexey's scarf hold, which is considered to be one of the rarest submissions and requires lots of power and energy to finish. Nurmagomedov vs. Saidyokub Kakhramonov. Dagestani fighters are famous for their unique grappling and wrestling abilities. Still, Said did something special in his latest fight with Saidyokub. It looked like Saidyokub was well prepared for Nurmagomedov, and instead of defending himself in wrestling, he decided to attack. He was doing everything great, winning the first round and dominating in the second. However, Said was never about to give up, despite losing on his field. Said was looking for a submission for the whole fight and found great key submission against his rival called Ninja Choke. It is a very similar choke to the guillotine. Still, it has a different lock, the same as the Darce choke, and the idea behind those chokes is the same to create an angle between the neck and the body. Said did it perfectly and finished the fight in the second round. Dolidze vs. Hermansson. Well, officially it was not a submission, but the most impressive move we witnessed in 2022 deserved to be included in this list. Dolidze replaced Derek Brunson and took the fight on short notice against Hermansson. Jack is one of the greatest grapplers of the division and probably was the scariest one too. However, Dolidze proved that we should have more respect for his name. Jack was dominating against the Georgian fighter in standing, and Roman was losing the fight. Still, Jack was scared of Dolidze's one-punch KO power. That's why Jack decided to mix it up and went for a takedown several times. The first time when Jack went for a takedown, it did not end well for him since Dolidze easily swept him. But as a great grappler and BJJ fighter, he was not scared of fighting on the ground. In the second round, Jack took the fight to the ground and started losing the fight. Dolidze tried to sweep with the same move but attacked the armbar simultaneously. When Jack survived the armbar, Dolidze immediately switched to the reverse triangle. However, Jack also managed and survived the very tight triangle. And Dolidze, as a leg lock specialist, immediately attacked for a calf slicer. Flattered Jack on the ground while locking calf slicer, even though it was obvious Jack was in pain and had no chance of escaping. He decided not to give up. So Dolidze landed several punches and referee stopped the fight. Claudio Puelles vs. Guida. Claudio Puelles is another great leg lock specialist like Dolidze. In 2022, he started by fighting legendary Guida. Guida's fearless of striking or ground game against anyone. But it was a mistake this time. Claudio did everything to continue the fight on the ground and managed it. As soon as they ended up on the ground, Claudio attacked different submissions and managed to serve damage from different positions. Finally, when Clay thought he survived, the Prince of Peru attacked for the knee bar from the down half guard position. He swept Clay and finished the fight with one of the most beautiful and smooth moves we've ever seen.